Well, thank you very much for this possibility. I'm truly pleased to be here. It is such an important issue to increase the rights of children. It is one of the most crucial tasks that we have ahead of us, so I'm very, very pleased to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, do you remember being frustrated when you were a child? I guess we remember all the fun. We remember our friends and sometimes also perhaps the fights that we had. But I am sure, convinced, that at times we also felt frustrated. For example, when we realized that most of decisions affecting our lives were made by adults. We often felt completely powerless, and that is why having rights is so essential, and of course, the enforcement of rights even more so. The United Nations Conventions on the Rights of the Child is a very powerful document, but it only has the power that we, as leaders and representatives, give it. And that is the core reason why our government has been working on making the convention a part of Swedish law. We are investing new resources in our social services to protect children's rights, as well as in schools, preschools, and also support for single parents. And we will also help to increase awareness of children's rights globally. UNICEF, for example, has decided to establish a global partnership to end violence against children. And earlier this year, UNICEF invited Sweden to join that partnership as what they call a pathfinder country, and we are very pleased to accept that. As a pathfinder country, we are expected to contribute to the partnership's objective to end violence against children by sharing our national experiences and good practices with others, and both inspire and be inspired of NGOs and private enterprises, just as we are doing here today. Now, sometimes our work as a government takes unusual approaches. Listen to this. 2 years ago, Swedish civil servants arranged for a group of preschool children to walk through the central station area in Gothenburg, Sweden's second largest city. Does it sound strange? I can assure you it has a natural explanation. You know how it feels to walk through a central station. I know how it feels. But do we know what it feels like for a child? That's something only they know, and only they can tell us. So that is why these children, preschool children, and children of all ages walked around the central station and were then interviewed about their experiences. Today, that project not only helps develop the city of Gothenburg, it will also lend knowledge to the planning of and design of train stations throughout Sweden. So this general idea, trying to look at the world through the eyes of a child, is also crucial for investors and enterprises, because it can lead to new conclusions. Abolishing child labor and ensuring that children are protected from harmful products and harmful environments can only be seen as a beginning. To respect children's rights, we must also respect parents' needs. So when employers pay a living wage, offer good working conditions, and provide proper and paid parental leave to both mothers and fathers, children will also benefit. Because children are not only depending on their parents, but also the whole society. So when companies pay their fair share of taxes, what they are really doing is investing investing in schools, healthcare, social security for future generations. And when companies question gender stereotypes, for example in advertising or recruiting, what they are really doing is respecting all children, both boys and girls' ambitions and dreams to be whatever they want to be. And when companies secure modern and sustainable production and transport, what they are really doing is securing our children's future. And this is why we, enterprises, unions, organizations, governments, must take on together. The Children's Rights and Business Principle established in 2012 set clear goals, and tools such as the Digital Atlas launched today here by Global Child Forum and UNICEF will help us to reach those goals. And if we work together to strengthen children's rights, supporting parents, and building sustainable societies, the results can be amazing. I know, because I am the product of such efforts. I came to my family as a foster child when I was about 10 months old. I had nothing, but thanks to loving, supportive parents, and also caring and supporting society, I received opportunities that have led me to achieve more than I could have dreamed of. Independence, education, and the privilege of working with you all so that those opportunities that was given to me will also be given to others. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Får jag ställa en fråga? I think all these applause are for good luck, Mr. Prime Minister. I think there is no Prime Minister in decades that have had so much on his agenda as you have today. And we are talking
Tell me about it.
I mean, refugees, school shooting, terror threats. And I think the most simple question you could put to you today is, given the vision that Global Child Forum has, how can you prioritize in all this? Children are in all these three crises.
Yeah. You need an inner compass, what you want to achieve with the society. So there is this vision. And the children's rights is so important in this vision. Because every time I meet children, I met children yesterday down in Malmö in Rosengård, the training camp, the soccer training camp. And when you see these children and the energy and the happiness, and you only think that we must make sure that they are given the absolutely best conditions that we can provide for them, because they are the future for the country, and we need to make sure that in all aspects that they are given the best possibilities.
And the only thing I can say, good luck again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.